this meeting or hearing will be the following manner. The city clerk will read the notice that was published in the Waycross Journal Herald. Following the reading of the public notice, the appropriate department personnel will summarize a report regarding the petition. The petitioner shall have 10 minutes to present reasons for the approval of the petition. Opponents of the petition shall have 10 minutes to present reasons why the petition should not be approved. Anyone who wishes to speak in opposition of the petition should have registered with the city clerk prior to the commencement of this hearing. The speaker should give his or her name and address. If more than one person registers in opposition to the petition, the one who registers first shall be entitled to use the 10 minutes to present the reasons why the petition should not be approved. Following the 10-minute presentation, others will be permitted to speak. Each person so desiring to speak shall have 3 minutes to make the presentations. I'll determine the order in which these presentations are made. Following the opportunity of all to speak, the City Commission will deliberate the issue and make its decision, or decision will be deferred to a later date. At this time, I will designate our city's clerk as our hearings timekeeper. Madam Clerk.
Notice of the petition. Intent to opt out of homestead exemption. The Waycross City Commission intends to opt out of the statewide adjusted base year ad valorem homestead exemption for the city of Waycross, Georgia. All concerned citizens are invited to the public hearing on this matter to be held at City Hall, 417 Pendleton Street, Waycross, Georgia, in the City Commission chambers on Wednesday, February the 5th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Times and places of additional public hearings on this matter are at 417 Pendleton Street, Waycross, Georgia, on Wednesday, February 12th, 2025 at 6 p.m. and Wednesday, February the 19th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, we look to our Finance Department or to our City Manager for conversation.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm going to read the requirements to opt out at this time. In accordance with the Georgia State regulation, we had to March 1st, 2025 to opt out. We had to conduct 3 public hearings occurring between the hours of 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. On the official business day, which we did. This would be the 3rd hearing. Proof of advertisement in the newspaper or general circulation, a criteria through news media must appear 1 week prior to each hearing, must be appropriately displayed, must not be 30 inches. All those rules we followed for our ads. And they had to read the intent to opt out of the homestead extension, which we did read. And then we have certain requirements, and I think the city attorney will explain those requirements we must do to send to the Secretary of State once we opt out. Some include, of course, the cover letter, copy of the homestead extension resolution that we will pass, and evidence of completed the above listed requirements. So everything that we've done prior to get to this moment here has been followed, Mr. Mayor. Additionally, Mr. Mayor, we did do additional updates and information posts for citizens multiple times, and we did outline the pros and cons of opting in and opting out. And finally, the school board and the county have opted out. And once the commission, the body, make a decision tonight, that will be the trifecta as far as Waycross, Ward County.
Very good. Do we have anyone in support or opposition?
No, sir, we don't.
Okay. Hearing none, the commission will consider any actions they would like to take. Anything different from opting out? District 1?
No, sir.
District 2? District 5?
No, sir.
Okay. At this time, we will hear the reading of the resolution and make a motion for adoption.
A resolution by the city of Waycross, Georgia to opt out of the homestead exemption pursuant to OCGA 48-5-44.2. By adopting this resolution, the City Commission will opt out of the homestead exemption otherwise granted by House Bill 581, which provides for a floating homestead exemption, which will limit annual assessment increases on homestead property to the rate of inflation based on the Consumer Price Index determined by the Georgia Department of Revenue. Instead, the City of Waycross already has in place a current freeze granted by the legislature since 2008, which would be more beneficial to taxpayers than the freeze numbers in House Bill 581. Back to you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Looking to our attorney just for any statements or comments he may like to make during this time.
Mr. Mayor and Commissioners, the city manager accurately described the process that the city went through with regard to the public hearings that were required by 581 in order to opt out. And we have evidence of publications in the newspaper regarding these hearings so that the public would have an opportunity to come and speak for or against opting out. So we've complied with everything that is required by 581, House Bill 581. And the next step after adopting the resolution tonight is to prepare a cover letter to the Secretary of State along with a copy of the resolution that will be adopted tonight and get that submitted to the Secretary of State before March the 1st so that we can in fact opt out.
Very good. Thank you. So at this time, basically, I just need a motion to receive the resolution or to accept the resolution to opt out the homestead exemption. Do I hear a motion?
I made the motion.
We have a motion from our Commissioner Roberts. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second from our Commissioner Bennett. Any discussion on this adoption of this resolution? Hearing none, we'll move into voting. All in favor, raise your right hand. It is so moved, and the adoption of the resolution takes place now. Any further business for this commission?
Not this time, Mr. Mayor. I think we have to remain to this schedule. We can't do anything additional.
Okay, very good.
Mhm.
With that, we entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
We have a motion from our Commissioner Nelson. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
We thank you, Commissioner Roberts, for the second. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.